Yes, Frankie, you're gonna get to go. Mwah. You get to go with me. You can lay in the snow and chew on your frisbee. Yes, you can get to go. Well, hey everyone, we got a big snowstorm on the way, but today's a sunny day and the temps are up a little bit, so I'm going to shoot over to the cabin. I'm going to take advantage of the sunny morning and I'm going to work some more on some cast iron. And in between coats, I'm going to talk a little bit about what's on my mind. I'm going to just throw these vlog series out whenever I have something to share and I'm not on any schedule. I do have some other videos in the works right now, but they're not going to be ready for a bit. And I'm going to throw this vlog series out, another episode. I just want to talk about what's on my mind. I think it was the second episode of this series where I spoke briefly about resentment and negativity and how it doesn't do you any good. And I'm going to reinforce that by telling you a little bit. Just the other day I had a lengthy conversation with an older gentleman who was diagnosed with terminal cancer and he doesn't have long to live. He wanted to talk, so I let him talk. And I didn't mind taking time out of my day to listen to him. And in our conversation, I asked him, now as he's reflecting back on his life, which everyone does at that point in time, what he would do over, what he would do differently, and does he have any regrets? One thing was spot on to what I could have guessed was, he said he spent too much time of his life working, chasing the dollar, not enough time fulfilling his dreams, and he's going to his grave with very few dreams fulfilled. That's pretty common, unfortunately. But he also said, and these were his words, that he spent too much time being angry. Too many days being a jerk. These are his words. And what he meant by that is lashing out at others, losing control of his emotions, letting stupid little things bother him, voicing his opinion about these little things. Negativity. And he was pretty certain that all of that negativity is what is putting him in his grave. It's a proven fact that negativity, dis-ease in the mind causes disease in the body. If someone's worrying all the time, it affects their body in a physical manner. They end up with ulcers. Stress will kill you. That's no secret. So all of this falls in line with what I spoke briefly of about negativity. So later that day, I'm back home and I go to check my messages, and the first message that comes up is this stupid comment on my video titled, How I Make My Living as a Homesteader. And this joker lashes out at me and says that, calls me a squatter again, and that I don't own my land and I don't pay taxes and a bunch of crap. And I can't even comprehend that mentality where you take the time out of your life to lash out at someone that you know nothing about, and everything you say couldn't be further from the truth. About a year or so ago, I spoke briefly in one of my videos how when someone threw negativity at me, I got a flak attack. I'd instantaneously respond to that with throwing it back at them. Nothing good ever come out of it. You'd be throwing flak back and forth. Nothing positive ever come out of that. So that was just one of those things in life where I go, this is crap. I don't want to absorb this negativity anymore. And through this course where I was learning to meditate, that was one thing. That was an area of my life that needed improvement. So I trained myself just to repel the negativity of others. And I no longer absorb it. It's wonderful. What a game changer that simple act has been to my life.
Well, look at that pan. It's turning out to be a nice glossy black. Nice even finish. Wonderful. I hear a lot of YouTubers get pretty discouraged about the troll attacks. I get my share of them. They don't bother me anymore because in my mind I've flipped it from a negative situation to a positive situation. Like, for example, there's this guy goes by the name of Trapper Jack on the forums, and he has so much hatred for me that he dogs almost every one of my uploads with at least 5 down thumbs. And he takes the time out of his living, breathing days to log in and down thumb me and then log out and log in under another name and down thumb me and log out, and he keeps doing it. And he does it on every one of my uploads. And it's quite entertaining, actually, because for him to keep being reminded of somebody he hates, which is me, is ridiculous. To just keep planting those seeds of negativity into yourself. And the best thing he could do for himself and his peace of mind would be to totally forget and erase everybody from his life that he hates. But instead he stays subscribed to my channel and keeps on doing this, thinking that he's affecting me in a negative way, which he isn't. He's affecting me in a positive way in many ways, and I'll explain. First off, every YouTuber with a monetized channel hopes and prays that every one of his subscribers will log in and watch every upload, which they don't, because I'd have 56,000 views within 24 hours, and I don't. So really, he's giving me 5 times more than what I hoped for, because he's logging in under 5 different names and giving me 5 views for every upload. In a lot of ways, he's my most loyal subscriber. I get a kick out of it. He's not hurting me in any way. And every time that he does this, because I upload a video and I wait and I watch and I go, I'm waiting for that number 1. Oh, there it is. And then I know the number 2 and number 3 down thumbs they're gonna follow. And it just makes me realize how good I have it in life, because all the things that bother me, I've dumped. I don't carry that baggage. Who wants to carry baggage around? It's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous to keep dragging that ball and chain of hatred and resentment around with you. It is ridiculous, and it does not hurt the other person. It hurts the one who hates. So these YouTubers that keep on doing this, I don't really know what they're thinking. Because, you know, they could post all that crap and then die, and the last act that they created on this earth was being a jerk. This is that pan that was missing the handle. I'm going to make a new handle for it. And when it was really rusty, I couldn't read the text on the inside, and it says patented July 26th, 1899. Pretty cool. I like doing this. I just like bringing these old gems back to life. And I've had a lot of subscribers write and tell me that they've used the method that I use, restored some ironware, brought their grandmother's ironware back into the picture. It's always nice to hear. In fact, just this morning someone wrote to me and said that they were cooking waffles with their kids on a 125-year-old iron that they restored after following my instructions. So it's always good to hear that. I really enjoy corresponding with my subscribers. Most of them, anyway. As you get older, you start to realize how fragile life is. And every living, breathing moment you have on this earth is priceless. And to waste it being a jerk serves you no good whatsoever. And hating someone doesn't do you any good. There was a quote by Buddha, I think, that said something along the lines where hatred is like lighting yourself on fire, hoping to burn the other person. And what a great explanation for that emotion. You know, in many ways, a dog is much smarter than a human being. If they don't like what you have to offer, they don't like what you're putting out, they won't even pay attention to you. Won't even bother looking at you. But you get these YouTube trolls, and they just got to take time to post a bunch of crap that serves no purpose whatsoever. It's just ridiculous. I'd much rather hang out with a dog than people like that.
Frankie and the boss out walking in the woods, living life happy and free. Tracks in the snow everywhere they go. There's a porky way up in that tree. A beaver built a pond where they have some fun, taking life a day at a time. Best friends until the end. Frankie and the boss. Frankie and the boss. Frankie and the boss.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did and you'd like to see more of the cabin life, please click the subscribe button so that you can follow along with future updates. All the best to you, and God bless.